evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Sacramento Condors and the Atlanta Falcons. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Down and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Love. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Jordan Love ready on first down here. Blitz coming, and down he goes. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early 2nd down and long. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
The tackle made by Jonathan Abram. A gain of 10 yards. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Love. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 37. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down.
Condors.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
On the carry.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Love now. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Falcons grab it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word. Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Mark 56. Mark 56. 69. Get that ball. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Watch the run. Check, Bobcat. Check, Bobcat. 6 guard. Check, 6 guard.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and that'll bring up second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Check 4. Check 4. 56. Mike. 6. Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day. Wings. 56. Mike, 56. And I'm coming after you. I'm coming after
And that's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
And 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Get in the right room. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Mikey, 18. 56 is the Mike. Man, that's trash. That's trash. 56 the Mike, boy.
They'll set up a throw. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And this ball is going to be touched out just shy of midfield. And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a first down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
59 mark, 59 mark. Check, 59. Check.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Too little, cut. Mike 56. Mike 50. Out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
He'll take over.
First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Following the interception, Love taking a deep shot here for Hardman. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory.
51-yard gain.
It's a big play there. 51 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On the run, it's Barkley. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
The kicker.
Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
56, Mike 56. Give me that ball.
They'll look to throw here. And that will be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off at the 23. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll run with Barkley. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. First down, Love to pass. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. It's Barkley on the counter. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Working out of the gun. Love. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Savage on the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
They'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this one's going to be touchdown right at about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good.
And the ball comes out. Love lost it, and the Falcons grab it. Does the big boy have the juice? And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. The kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Marquise Brown was the intended target, and it's second down. This is Barkley. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. To throw now. Here's Love. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Love from the gun. He's going deep for Brown. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. He'll fire deep downfield, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Falcons. CeeDee Lamb, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. Well, the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches, and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
He'll take over first down and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
No gain on the play. Second and 10. At the 26-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Second down. Love. Over the middle here to Brown. Now Brown, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Brings up second and 12 at the 35-yard line.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Here we go on second and 12. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Mike, 56. Mike, 56. You can't block me. You can't block 79. Crunch. Crunch.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. 56 the Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Watch one, watch one.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on fourth down.
Slam, slam, slam. Cowboy in. 56. Let's go, D. Mike's 56. Mike's 50. 19 tight. 19 tight. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. I got him. 56 the Mike. 56. Check 56.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get...
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 30 yards there.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
First down, going to the air with Love. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Love looking to throw it. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Intended for number 89. Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Love. And it's caught. Touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And his guys have taken the lead. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
For 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
They'll throw now on the final play. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. So we are at halftime here on Halloween as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here at half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 2nd and 5. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass, a run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're going to try and throw. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
42-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
At the 41-yard line.
Now a throw here, hauled in. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Sacramento.
They run the counter. Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Sacramento 1st down.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Saquon Barkley. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Falcons 14.
They'll bring out 4 receivers. 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. A handoff as they run the counter play. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
They'll take over.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Completes it to Hardman. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there of 20 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 15.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. They'll go to Barkley again. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Love. Going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. So they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
25-yard line. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Able to hit his target, Lamb. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
Looking to throw. And this will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Right here, right here. Slam, slam. 56, right there, 56. Drop deep, drop deep. Dragon 60. Mike 56, Mike 57. Let's go, D. Big series right here, so we got to step it up.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know, they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. To give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. Back to throw again. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Deion Jones in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Yeah, we don't want none.
Now left side on the swing pass. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
To number 21. An 11-yard pickup leads to 3rd.
He'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
A 3-yard loss on the play. It's 4th down.
60 Bison. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 36. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
The Falcons.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. Touchdown, Falcons! C.D. Lamb with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Falcons cut into that lead.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They run the counter. Barkley. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Second down, Love. He's going deep for Brown. And it's caught. Touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 21st touchdown of the season. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Extra point up and through, and the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going to throw right side here, complete.
That's good.
Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
1st and 10.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
38.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, Stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Sacramento, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
She back got me.